Well, hello again and welcome to the VK6CS Fun with Amateur Radio channel. Now, I got up early this morning. It's Sunday the 6th of August and I got up early. I was raring to go, up and at 'em, 7 o'clock. I thought I'll see if I can get GB5 Radio Caroline, the special event station from the Ross Revenge, the old Radio Caroline ship. And I had to tune around, couldn't hear anything, so I thought, well, I'll give them a shout on 14140, which is apparently a frequency they've been using. Press the PTT and no power out of the amplifier. Very low power anyway, probably less than 100 watts. And I thought, well, what's going on? So I checked the drive power, is all good, and the input matching, yeah, no problem there. Switched it to the dummy load, so it's got a switch over here, so it's very easy to switch it from the dummy load to the antenna. Still the same. So I thought, well, you know, the antenna hasn't fallen down. What's going on, you know? So I thought, well, I'll just retune it, maybe, just try giving it a bit of a tweak on the tuning. So I adjusted the anode tune, plate tune, loud bang, massive flash, smoke. And I thought, crikey, what on earth is that? And fortunately, you know, with valve equipment, when something lets go, when there's a problem with it, it's normally pretty obvious. There's no fault finding as such to do. All you do is you have a look at where the stalks are and just look at the circuit diagram to see what component used to be between the stalks. Now, fortunately, it wasn't quite that bad. But what happened was, the DC blocking capacitor between the anodes of the valves and the output tank circuit let go. It's a 5,000 picofarad 2,000 volt working capacitor, and it literally exploded. There we go. I didn't prise the side off it. It blew the side off, and you can see the damage. Can you see the damage? There we go. Just exploded. There's the side there. That's the side of it that it blew off. And that was a sight and sound and smell that I hadn't experienced since the 70s, when I used to sort of muck around with quite a lot of valve transmitters. But anyway, I've got this doorknob here, which is similar. You know, it's a 3,300 puff. It's either a 5 or a 10 kV, that one. I can't remember now, but it's got a higher rating than the one that came out anyway. So I'll put that in, and it's on the dummy load. I'll just show you the output power. This is on 20 meters. So it's the range one up from the bottom. So 500 is about in the middle there. I'll just key it. There you go. You can see it back to a reasonable output power, or back to full output power. I don't think it was putting out any more on 20 meters through the other capacitor. So back in business. I had a tune around on 40 and on 20. Couldn't hear them. I can hear some international stuff, so I think the you know, the receive setup is certainly working well. I don't have a beam antenna here, but you know, I'm hearing international stuff. So I've got what's the time there now? It's 1:30 AM. So they may have called it a night. But I got up at 7. By the time I'd sorted the amplifier out, it was about 8:15. I gave them a shout on 14140. No response. It's now, yeah, 8:30, 25 to 9. So I don't think I'm going to have much joy. So I would have liked to have put a video on of me having a quick chat with GB5RC, Golf Bravo 5 Radio Caroline from the Ross Revenge, but it looks like it's not going to be. Anyway, with that capacitor going, that capacitor exploding like it did, I thought, oh dear. I hope my auto tuner is okay. So anyway, fortunately, looking at the circuit diagram of the amplifier, there's the output stage, there's the tank circuit, there's the capacitor that blew up, and fortunately it's got this RF choke across the output which is a short to DC and an open circuit to RF. So none of that DC went down to the auto tuner, and I've switched the amplifier through, and I've tried the auto tuner on different bands just with the drive radio, and it all tunes. It all tunes just like it did before. So no damage to the auto tuner, thank goodness. So if you're making a valve amplifier, never forget to put these in. So the capacitor broke down, and because that's there, it just blew itself to pieces. So and protected my rather expensive auto tuner. Right, and there we go. And there's my big gun soldering iron there, 80-watt soldering iron that I had to use to solder the disc cap to the wire from the disc cap to the variable cap. Right, okay, well, as always, hope you found that interesting, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.